Hey guys and girls, I thought it was about time I sent out another video on YouTube, and the title of this is not clickbait. I've titled it Amazon, Cancer and Addiction, all three of which are very prominent in my life. Basically this, end of April last year, I was diagnosed with bowel cancer. And because I came off Facebook around March time, most people in my sort of wider network weren't aware of it. I've kept in close contact with a few people, a few close friends, and a few other people have inquired through other people who are closer to me, how my cancer's doing. A few of them know about it. Basically, it's not life-threatening at the moment. It's the staging scenario in the UK is a little bit different from the US, but basically it's stage 2/3, so it's not terminal, but it is very uncomfortable. I resorted to the natural route first of all, because I don't believe in doing straight away, what the doctors tell you. I don't like being a sheep. I don't just, bow down to the doctors and go, yeah, whatever. I like to question everything. And I don't, as I said, I don't believe in chemo or surgery. I think it's a bit controversial. Most of you, I think, will understand where I'm coming from with that respect. But yeah, it's a lot of money. There's a huge money involved in the cancer industry, and especially chemotherapy, and I wanted to try and do it naturally, and for my own peace of mind I wanted to explore those routes first before I resort to chemotherapy and surgery. I've tried my best to go down that route for just over a year now. I was doing a lot of different things, including cannabis oil, and it hasn't made enough of a difference for me to keep going with it, basically. So I'm not going to be ignorant and naive. I don't want to bury my head in the sand. So I am resorting now to chemotherapy and radiotherapy, and I will be having a rather intense course of both over the following few weeks. It's 5 days a week for 6 weeks, and it's potentially going to have some pretty intense side effects, as I'm sure many of you will know. On the addiction side of things, I have basically recovered from a very high dependency on opiates, namely tramadol, which I've been taking for quite a few years for my back, because I had a back injury from school, that I've had ongoing rather a lot of pain from that, and I've had to keep upping my dose. So I've now got more control of my dosage of that, and I'm hoping once I get over my cancer side of things that I can focus on coming off tramadol completely, because it does mess with your mind and your thought process and your focus and everything. And also, thirdly, the other thing was Amazon. Many of you will know that my history of online business has been rather interesting. It's been 15 years in almost every single type of online business possible. A few successful things, small successes, and a very large number of failures, or learning curves, shall we say, with huge losses, namely about £250,000 over those 15 years cumulatively, because I had shiny object syndrome, which kind of manifested itself, I had ADD, attention deficit disorder, and it's manifested itself in the form of shiny object syndrome. For entrepreneurs, it is obviously fatal, especially online entrepreneurs, and I was jumping around left, right and centre Over the last 15 years, I believe the number is 108 different businesses stroke income streams that I've been involved with, which is crazy. It's a crazy number, and that's, it's always about, well, for me it was about looking for the grass being green on the other side, and it's very rarely the case. And what I really needed to do early on is understand that I needed to focus on one thing and stay focused on it, which I was very bad at. And it's come to a point where I'm now using my most recent decision, and that is to focus on Amazon FBA. That's fulfilled by Amazon, so that's selling on the Amazon platform as a private label seller. I'm basically using that to keep my mind occupied and keep my mind busy to help me through my cancer treatment. So that is a rather swift update of where I'm at. I apologise I haven't managed to keep in contact with everyone, but obviously for those of you who know, I am on Snapchat. You can find me on Snapchat by looking up Earn with Rick, which was my original brand before it changed to Learn with Rick. And I'm also on Twitter and obviously this YouTube channel, but other than that I don't really fuss too much about social media, and I'm not on Facebook anymore. That again was to do with an addiction situation. I had a social media addiction, and I had a problem with my ADD that Facebook was not helping at all. It was a very unhealthy use of my time. So yeah, guys, that is an update from me. I don't want to make it too long. I think 7 minutes is probably long enough for a video, and I'd love to hear from anyone who just wants to comment and say hi. And by all means get in touch with me on either Twitter, which is just Rick Hignett is my username on there, and as I said, Earn with Rick is my username on Snapchat. Hope you're all well, and I look forward to telling you all about my Amazon FBA business and how it's going on my new YouTube channel, which I will tell you about soon. Okay, cheers guys, bye bye.